Hey guys, Vic here with a squad builder battle for you guys. Today I am looking at 4-2-2-2-2-2-2 versus 4-5-1, the two of the least used formations this year, and I just wanted to have a look at why and what the crack is with that, and if any of them were actually secretly dead good, and just that we hadn't discovered them yet. This is the squad for the 4-2-2-2-2-2-2. It's a little bit of an epic fail. My hope was that Di Natale would feel really quick, but he's not that quick. He's certainly not like a winger fast. He's pacey enough. He's a good striker, but in that cam role, doesn't quite do the business I was hoping. So I am not recommending this squad, but we're more looking at the formation. Obviously, Mickley's a beast. Balotelli is a brute. But yeah, let's get into some goals from this team. 4-2-2-2, guys. It's such a cheap formation card this time, so obviously that's really cool. It's cool that you can use cams in really advanced positions. But to be honest, it didn't. Certainly with the squad I picked, it didn't work. I'd love to know your comments, guys, if you do use 4-2-2-2 and why you use that. It's nice having two strikers. In hindsight, I possibly could have done with two more contrasting strikers. Balotelli and Mickley are both beasts, but they're both just like blocky beasts. They're not like nippy. They're not like fox in the box players. I could have done with someone that was just going to get in front of that last defender and tuck me in some goals. But I do recommend Balotelli and Mickley, but possibly not together. 4-2-2-2. It didn't work for me. What I felt was that your fullbacks didn't get forward enough to join the attacks, and the cams didn't really want to be getting wide. So you end up with just like a really narrow play style, and against like people using 3-5-2, which you see a lot, it's just really overloaded in the middle of the park. Obviously, Di Natale costs 60k or around that mark, and I would say he is worth that kind of coinage, but he's never going to do too much for me on his own. And so yeah, so 4-2-2-2 didn't work for me at all. I'd say if you are going to do it, go out there and find the fastest cams you can find. You're looking at Lucas, Wellington Nem, or maybe getting a super quick striker and pushing him to cam. In this squad I used Ramirez as a CDM, and he might have been a very useful cam actually, because when he did get forward, he did pick up goals for me. So I really struggled with this team. Did not get too much of any great results, and I do not recommend it. But if you use it, say in the comments what you really like about it. And it could have been that I just built a poor squad. For a 4-5-1, I built a Bundesliga team. And obviously my big expensive player in this one is Schweinsteiger. He was about 60k as well. Everyone else, it's a pretty obvious choice. If you were doing a Bundesliga and you had about 100k budget, you'd be looking around this sort of team. I picked Elia, who a lot of people don't pick, but he's 5-star skills and 90 pace, guys. He's a beast. He's absolutely ace. I wholeheartedly recommend Elia. He's loads of fun in this game. He's right-footed on that left side as well. So that was all pretty good. I had Rouse, I don't know how to say his name, at cam, the Bundesliga, the Borussia Dortmund cam, and he was a bit of a monster in that position actually. I did like him in there. But 4-5-1 is the formation, and I do like using the Bundesliga, but 4-5-1 for me also had its flaws and its trickiness. I tell you straight away, guys, you are going to see a lot of goals in these highlights from Lewandowski, and the reason for that is, and my first thing about this formation, is it relies so heavily on that furthest forward striker. He's a lone striker on his own. He has to do loads of work pressuring their back four, and you rely on him super heavily for the goals. And as far as that goes, Lewandowski did do a good job for me. I cannot knock him at all. He's a fantastic finisher. Both feet, he's 4-star weak foot, and he does a great job. If he had like 4 or 5 more pace, I'd probably suggest he was one of the best strikers in the game. Look at his position in there, guys. The way he hid on the floor before jumping back up to tuck it in. But no, Lewandowski did a great job. If you stuck another striker, someone like Balotelli, or someone like Xavi Hernandez, someone like that alongside him, I think that would be amazing. But as a lone striker, he had a lot to do, guys. He had a lot of work to do. The formation 4-5, what a sick goal from Schweinsteiger there. That is what you get for your money. One thing I'd say about Schweinsteiger, actually, I'll come back to the formation. One thing I'll just let you know and warn you about Schweinsteiger if you haven't used him. He's only got 3-star weak foot. So when he lines up these shooting opportunities, if he's not on his right foot, it's not going to be a great shot. 4-5-1, very congested in the middle of the park. Again, you rely on your cams you need your cams to have high attacking work rate. But the problem with that is your cams get further forward than your wingers. Really, you'd want your wingers to sort of hover in the middle, your midfielders to hover in the middle, and your wingers to get alongside the striker. But for whatever reason, EA's infinite wisdom, it doesn't seem to work like that. It seems like left and right midfielders play like left and right wing backs, and the cams get alongside the strikers. And so that's a bit of a shame. And for me, that's why this formation isn't the greatest. Between the two, 4-5-1 for me works a lot better, but I don't recommend either formation, guys. Let me know what you think of this. Cheers, guys. Bye.